Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Diablo 2! We are now in what will hopefully be the final episode. We shall find out. Unless something goes horribly wrong, this will probably be the final episode of the season, not the season, this particular run. So we should be able to get through Baal, get through the cow level, and get everything done in the next about 20-30 minutes, depending on how things go. Let's go ahead and stab everything in the face. He's going to go ahead and laugh his ass off, and we're going to start killing off all of his minions. I'm not going to bother summoning another vine. It's still got relatively decent life on it. We've got a warped one and Kalenzo the Annihilator, who is going to really regret his life in about, well, 4.3 femtoseconds. Yeah. See that stab to the face? That was quite painful to him. I would rager, and we're just going to go ahead and summon up a bunch of things. We are on players 1 because I don't want this to take for freaking ever, and I do want to show off the cow level, kind of basically how we are intended to actually face it with one character. So yeah, we've got an Unraveler here. I try to remember his name. Akmail the Cursed. It's not Ahmed, otherwise he would be on a guy's lap making weird noises, going... Yeah, I'm not even going to go into the Jeff Dunham joke there, because I absolutely botched it right at the very beginning. I'm sorry, forgive me. I did not mean to. So Akmail, you're going down. Give us a little bit of gold. Not too impressive. Golzar is poisoned, but I think the prayer... Oh, nope, the prayer is not helping. Can you please get positive on life there, good sir? No, you cannot. Are we going to have to do one of those? And we've got another one. We've got Bartuk. I believe it's Bartuk the Bloody, yes. Over here. Bartuk shouldn't be too big of an issue for us. I mean, he does have a little bit of damage to him, but yeah, that's mostly just from the lightning. So Golzar, you do need to heal up just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these healing potions off the ground. Bartuk is still chilling over here. He's getting lightning off of the raven, so I probably won't summon too many more ravens. Just saying on this one, our spirit is going to die. And yeah, there we go. Should be pretty good. And he won't summon more guys until the hydras are down, because the hydras are actually considered minions. So that's kind of cool. Where is our mercenary? Come back down here, mercenary. There you go. Got some Venom Lords here. We're going to go ahead and pump our life up a little bit. We're going to get a little bit more points into... I think we want to go for the Grizzly here. Just get the Grizzly up to a decent amount of damage. Yes, we're not getting the Dire Wolves up as far as we want, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. We're probably going to be summoning a Grizzly against Baal. It's not going to do as much damage, but it's going to be a lot tankier versus him. As you notice, our wolves are not quite holding up on the tank end of things in this particular area, just because, yeah, the enemies are actually getting serious now. As we go up into the higher difficulties... That bird was loud. Holy crap. As we get up into the higher difficulties... Ooh, War Scythe. We should still be able to use the wolves, just in a slightly different manner. Not as good as I was hoping for there. So let's go ahead and summon another wolf up there, and we've got a whole bunch of minions of destruction coming out. These guys might be a little bit of a pain, so we're going to have to keep on top of our lovely minions here. Let's go ahead and get some ravens coming out as well. Golzar, please do not get tacked down by these guys. Just do your job and beat through them. Unfortunately, these guys are a bit of a royal nightmare, so we do have to push through them the hard way. Just summon up a whole bunch of guys on top of them and let Golzar do most of the work. Let's go ahead and get that up, and we'll get a vine up. And they are not focusing on Golzar, thankfully. They are focusing on the vine ever so slightly, so we'll have to pick up some mana potions or something like that. Go ahead and drop out another vine. Can we drop out another vine? Thank you. Let's go ahead and get some more wolves up there. They're just really not liking the vine. It's proving to be a little bit of a futile effort to keep him alive. So more wolves, I think. Boom. Just summon that guy up. We got a minion of destruction dying over here to Golzar and a wolf. And yeah, we do need some more ravens out on top of this. We could possibly help tank some of these guys, just to distract them from him, because they will favor us if we're like right on top of them. So yeah, this can be used to our advantage, just taking hits rather than letting our minions do it. But yeah, there we go. We got 2 left. Let's go ahead and get another wolf out, because they did get one in that nice little endeavor right there. Lister is going down. So we'll go ahead and get another vine out, and we'll see if he gets focused down again or not. And he does. Holy crap, he got focused down again. That's a little bit strange. Ow, you poked me in the face. That was not appreciated, good sir. There's another mana potion. Do we need any more mana potions? It's a tough decision. We actually have some in our inventory, but let's go and grab another healing potion. And that was the end of that particular fight. Let's go ahead and summon up a grizzly. This thing has 3,000 some odd life. We'll summon up another raven. And I think we're ready to go in. Hopefully this won't be that bad. I'm going to put this... Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put that on 5. Just so we have him available to summon. And we can summon him like right on top of Mr. Baal. We need to have a line of sight to him to get him right on top of him though. So there you go. There is our lovely bear. Let's see if he can actually do some damage to Baal. Baal is going to be hitting him pretty hard, but as you can see, he's actually taking the hits like a champ. So, yeah. Oh, and now we have more minions coming out. This might be where we start to have trouble, because he's going to start targeting the side demon there. Let's go ahead and get some wolves out on top of this, and we'll drop them on top of them, just so we have more guys focusing in on there. And one of the wolves already died, so you guys can just keep fighting. We might lose Gulzar here, but that's one of the reasons why I have healing potions here. Let's go with another bear. Get him on top of them. There you go. Go, bear, go. Go. Stop being so slow. This other Baal clone is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it looks like we are doing some damage to the real one. You can see that. You see how the demon phrase shifts? That's actually part of how you tell which Baal is the real one. And now they're focusing on the side one, unfortunately, but yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and get another mana potion going down. Drop that on top of them. And let them do some of their fighting. We'll go ahead and drop some more of these into our inventory there and get up another little summon. Side Baal needs to just go down because he's just casting more stuff and it's getting irritating to me. Can we please not get interrupted while casting that? Thank you. That was slightly irritating, especially since it turned his attack invisible. Lovely. Let's go ahead and stab you in the face. See if I can actually hit you. I don't think I can. I'm actually having to heal myself there. That was a little bit painful. Let's get you out just so you guys can hit more often. Please stop taking out my spirit. That would be greatly appreciated. The fact that they're focusing it down is a little bit on the irritating side. I want to take out the side Baal just simply because he is doing a lot more damage than I would like him to be doing. Let's go ahead and drop those in. We don't need the extra mana just yet. Can you guys please kill him? The bear is actually doing decent damage, so even without the... Can you stop it, you mother liquor, for God's sake. It's getting irritating that they keep pushing me back. There you go. Come on, kill it. Kill it. Thank you. Now kill this one. And he just drained all of our mana. Let's drop you over there. I don't know why it's insisting on focusing on certain guys, but yeah, whatever. It's focusing on Gulzar just a little bit. I could probably use a heal on him. The bear can take the punishment just for a little while. We need to get him up into this bloody channel up here, and yeah, this is going to be one of those irritating matchups. I'm going to go back to town real quick. I'm going to get a crap ton of potions because he's just going to keep summoning additional Baals, which is just a royal pain in the bloody ass. So I'm going to need a whole boatload of mana potions just to keep going through all of this, because I'm going to have to resummon these guys about 10 million times. So let's go ahead and get some healing potions up here. There we go. Okay, don't have enough room for any more. So in we go. Let's go ahead and back up just a little bit. We'll go over into this corner and we'll drop up another town portal. And we will drop in some more ravens. And we will drop in a spirit whenever we get up close. Please do not get distracted by the tentacle porn. Thank you. Let's get up in his face. Can you please start beating on him? Beat on him. There you go. Oh, spirit took a little bit of a hit there, but that was thankfully mostly a mana hit. Let's focus in on Baal ourselves. Maybe our minions will take the hint and actually join us on this. And he teleported away into the wide open, unfortunately. Draining all of our mana is a little bit irritating, but thankfully, yeah. Can we please get... Bear, stop focusing on the tentacle porn, for God's sake. I would rather have you actually fighting the enemy we're here for. I do wish that's one of the main things I don't like about summoning builds in this particular game, is that they lack the ability for you to command fire. In a lot of games like this, you actually have the ability to kind of focus fire of your minions on a specific enemy. Like say, tell X summon to attack this enemy. But in this particular game, we do not have that advantage. If I could get him further up into that little T-shaped thing, he can't teleport away. So, yeah, we're trying to keep him close to it, but I don't think we're going to be able to kind of nuzzle him in there, unfortunately. If we just wander up there, he'll just summon tentacles on top of us. Thankfully, the bear was positioned in a way that he's getting shoved against this rock right here, so we can kind of keep focused on him. And let's go ahead and summon up another spirit. Can we go with, like, right there? Ow. Thank you for the mana drain. It's greatly appreciated. I'm going to keep stabbing you until you stop teleporting, you mother licker. Thankfully, okay. Like I said, this is going to be one of those fights that's going to take forever because we just happen to get bad, like, AI for him, which is a little bit on the frustrating side of things. I mean, yes, if he would have just gotten a more aggressive kind of approach, probably would have been a lot easier to just, like, outright kill him. Let's go ahead and summon up another spirit right there. And he jumped up into the T. Maybe, just maybe we can get him to... Oh, please stop focusing on the tentacles, you dumb bear. Maybe, just maybe, we can get him to teleport back this way just a little bit. And we could possibly get him trapped up there. But I highly doubt we're going to get that lucky. Yeah, he just teleported right back out. No, do not focus on the one back there, you dimwit. Go there. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Come on, let me target him at least. There you go. 3, and we'll do that. And let's just go ahead and keep focused on... I don't know which one's the... okay, that one's the fake one. This is the real one, I think. I didn't keep a good eye on them. I forget whether the offset D is the indicator of the fake or the real. Sorry for the sirens in the background. That's just a sad side effect of, you know, living where I live. You can't stop people from being criminal dumbasses, so that's just pretty much what's going to happen in general. So I will try to drown it out with my pleasant documentary of what I am doing here. Currently, I am trying to stab a guy in the face with pointy objects to make sure he will fall over eventually. He looks like a bit like a about 4-legged or 6-legged penis. I think it's only 4 legs, but still, he's like a 4-legged penis with tentacles coming out of him. So not too much of an impressive appearance there. Let's keep stabbing him. You'll notice that even the bear is actually doing significant damage to him, even though it is reduced damage. I can't remember whether they get reduced damage or whether they just take more damage. He probably does get reduced damage because they don't like you beating bosses with summons in this particular game. They don't like you beating it with minions either, so that's one of the reasons why having a Magic Find minion, while good for boosting your Magic Find up to the absolute maximum, isn't necessarily the ideal situation. Oh, come on. Thank you. Got studded leather, we got war javelin, we got a bone helm. Pretty much we just got junk, but it's not too bad. We got a bunch of useless potions. Let's go ahead and we will drink these. I'm not too worried about losing money. I'd rather have the stuff. The studded leather is not going to be that good. The crossbow is not going to be that good. War javelin might be good. Bone helm is going to be absolutely useless. But twitch throw is it's good for a Boazon. It's good for a warrior princess and stuff like that, but it's not so good for us. But that was a 13-minute endeavor. If we would have gotten a better kind of lineup, we would have been better off. Holy crap, that's a throw barb weapon if I ever saw one. Just doesn't have auto-replenish, which is the only downside to it. That's actually kind of nice, though. Ichor String, you can use it as an early weapon on the Bow Necro, but you'll eventually end up upgrading to the Demon Chakonu. So, yeah, it's kind of an intermediary weapon if you have one. As far as Tyrael, let's go ahead and talk to him, and I will be right back as soon as we're ready to set up the portal for the cows. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back with the cow level. As far as my thoughts on this build, that's pretty much my thought on it. I don't really extremely like the Summoner Druid. I mean, yeah, it got us through, but as you saw, it has trouble with the bosses in certain patterns. They're not immensely hard; they just take for freaking ever. You're better off with like a sorceress or something like that if you want to go through them quickly. But as you can see, the cow level, players 1, not too difficult. We're kind of chewing through them relatively quickly here. I don't want to go up there because that'll remove my ability to summon the cow level. But yeah, this build, I still prefer the necromancer. Of course, I did limit myself a little bit harder on this character than I usually do with the necromancers. If I was going to do this one more like as a well-rounded character, I'd do elemental with summons and just stay in this form. That, or I would do, as I've said umpteen million times, I would either do that or go with the shape-shifting one with summons and just use the summons as a supplement rather than as a main one. They are capable, don't get me wrong, it's just not as enjoyable in my opinion. You don't really have quite the army that you're used to with other summoner classes. Now, if I start doing summoners of other things like the Assassin or the Amazon, you'll see that those are even worse. I mean, these are the only two real, like, straight-up summoners that you have in the game, the Druid and the Necromancer, and they do live up to their reputation. Both can go through normal, and you can actually get one deceptive thing is you can actually get through normal even with like the worst build ever. That's one of the things that I'm also trying to prove with these as well. I mean, there's only a few various types of builds that you can't get through normal or that you need to level up extremely to get through normal, and yeah, you could probably just have a no-skill character go through normal if you really, really wanted to, and just focus on stats to make sure you can hit things. But this particular character, not too bad. He'll go through and he'll just stab things and occasionally interject to keep his allies alive. As you can see, that vine is just dying horribly. This is what happens in Nightmare. As you get up into higher difficulties, you don't want this many points in the vine. It's useful throughout normal because that's actually a decent chunk of life to them. Nightmare, not so much. It's just not going to do much, and it's going to die relatively quickly. So I could possibly... Actually, let's go ahead and head back to town just real quick. I'm going to respec real quick. So let's see. I need 65, 36... Okay, 65, 36 on those, so... And then we'll dump the rest. So let's go ahead and reset stat skill points. Okay, everything just died. So it's going to be 65, 36. So let's go up to 65 here. Come on, just the last little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 36 there. And we'll just dump the rest into Vitality like we had. And we'll do 1. Actually, we didn't even need 1 point in that, but I do like having that as the non-heal point. So we'll go dupe, dupe, dupe. And we could go for the Oak Sages, because that'll boost life even further. Let's go ahead and max this guy out as high as we can get, which is going to be level 9, because we're only at level 38 right now. We can dump this up and put it in Heart of Wolverine. So we can see just pretty much how these things work out if they are really, really, really pumped. That one's max now. And let's go ahead and get the rest into here, just so Heart of the Wolverine has, you know, a decent little chunk in it. Let's see, what damage are you guys? Okay, we'll drop that out, that out, that out, and we'll just do 3 of those guys. 141 to 151, which is a pretty decent chunk, and we'd be dumping the rest into the Summon Grizzly from here on out. But let's see how fast this guy kills these things off. Good chunk of its life. We got a chip skull in there. See, it's not that much more impressive. The auras are helping a little bit, and that should boost their damage up to... Let's see how much that is a boost. Damage is 69%, so yeah, that's... It's not a huge amount. It's probably about 200 damage per swing, which is enough to deal with cows, but it's not going to be enough to push you through Nightmare difficulty. I'll probably have to reset my stats to a Elemental Druid and then go into the Summoners later on, just so I'll have a decent amount of damage. This Vine, we could go into a Carrion Vine, or we could go into a Solar Vine. Solar Vine gives us mana recovery. Carrion Vine gives us life back. I think I might actually go for the Solar Creeper. Solar Creeper is pretty good for making sure your summons stay up, because then you'll be getting mana from everything they kill. It's not super great, but it works. It also eats all the things on the ground, so you don't have to worry about, you know, like Neelathak and stuff like that, whereas the poison one just poisons everything. Let's try not to get the Cow King over here. That's another downside of the summoners, is that you can't have like precise control over them. So you'll have situations where, yeah, they just kind of go off and do their own thing and totally screw you over by killing the Cow King. There's just normal hell bovines. Let's get up here and we'll just resummon everybody. I'm probably not even going to use the vine for a while now that we've respec'd. But overall, I thought it was an enjoyable experience, although it's just not necessarily for me. I prefer the Necromancer, where I actually have to kill some things myself to get things up and running, or I have to use the Golem to do it. You can use a Super Golem in that one, but there isn't really a Super Golem for this. Closest thing to a Super Golem is going to be a Super Bear, which is still not bad. I mean, look at that damage on him. He has decent damage. A high-level bear, it can be pretty nasty. Let's go ahead and summon him up so you can actually see what he does to these cows. He should be able to, yeah, one-shot him for the most part, maybe two-shot. But, yeah, he does knockback and all that fun stuff, too. Super Bear can be pretty nasty. I did use him against Baal. Not necessarily Super Bear, but I used Bear against Baal because having multiple low-life things isn't really good against an AoE boss, because he does get a damage boost against the summons. So, can you kill them off? Boom, yeah, he's just one-shotting him. Yeah, that's absolutely lovely. He wouldn't do that to Baal, trust me. But if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on Diablo 2, where I'm not quite sure what the next class I'm going to be going for is. Vote down in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do. So, yeah. Keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.